Hey everyone, it is me, Hero's Journey, once again with another live stream. And we are here with, I know it's like been a while since I last did a stream. We are going to be discussing Ahsoka Episode 5, Ahsoka Episode 6. I'll show you some Armored Core 6 PvP gameplay, either 1 versus 1 or 3 versus 3. And before we start discussing that, in regards to Loki, because I believe that starts on October 5th, or let me check actually. Loki starts on, yes, October 5th. But here is the problem regarding Loki. The episode airs like either at the same time or like around the same time that my stream start, which means I don't have enough time to watch the episode and then um like get my images ready, collect my thoughts on the episode, and then start the stream. Because I just also set up for the stream. And you're probably wondering, why not just move it to Fridays or some other days? Well, the problem with that is that like Thursdays are usually the best time for like a lot of my guests or a lot of my potential guests. So that like Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, like that can become like difficult for a lot of people due to their scheduling, and it also becomes difficult for me as well due to my scheduling. So I think what I'm gonna do, and hopefully you are okay with this, is that my streams discussing Loki would be like a week after, like episode 1 of season 2 Loki will be on the 5th, but you will not get my stream regarding that till the 12th. And I know on the 12th will be episode 2 of Loki, but you will not get my thoughts on that until the 19th. And that's just so, like, and that also gives you guys enough time because you will have a week to watch the episode before you can like discuss it either on the stream or in the chat in the comments. But that is what's gonna be happening in regards to Loki. Now, um, I'll try to get like since we will not be discussing Loki on the 5th, we will be discussing Ahsoka because I believe the final episode of Ahsoka is on the 3rd, which means we'll be discussing on the 5th. Actually, give me a moment. Let me actually check. You probably can hear the keyboard. No. That's not the correct. 8 episodes. Ahsoka is 8 episodes, and we are discussing episode 5 and 6, which means on the 5th, we will be discussing episode 6 of Ahsoka, sorry, episode 8 of Ahsoka, or episode 7 and 8 as like a 2 episodes on the same stream type of thing. So that's what's going to be happening in regards to that. And I don't really know if I will be able to get some guests for Loki. I'll try to. But let's just start discussing Ahsoka because that's what you guys are here for, and then we'll do the Armored Core 6 stuff. So the scene we get, I believe his name is Hugh Yang. I probably am pronouncing it wrong. But like he says, quote, I told them to stay together, but they never listen. And yeah, I feel bad for him. He's just like hiding in the corner, looking at Sabine's helmet, not knowing what happened to them. And then let's let me know if I'm going too fast. We get the green kid. Still have no clue how Green Lady even has a kid that looks human. Not sure what the situation there is. But somehow the kid is able to like hear the lightsaber battle that Anakin and Ahsoka are having. And then somehow the Green Lady is also able to hear it. But I thought the Green Lady does not have the Force. And I think it's yeah, that was seen later where Hu Yang confirms that the kid has the Force. And we actually did a funny interaction where he just like the kid has the Force and he's like, okay. Like Carson just accepts, all right, like he's seen enough Force stuff probably in his life to just be like, I'm just gonna accept it. Not really sure how it works at all, but I'm just gonna accept it. And because the Force is sorry about that, I had to take care of something. Right, where were we in regards to Carson? Who honestly in this Mandoverse, as people call it, I think my favorite character would be Carson. Carson's the person in the orange jumpsuit. Yeah, so he like pretty much just accepts that the Force is just some confusing stuff. And let's go to now in regards to the Anakin Ahsoka fight. I thought it was like I'm no expert in regards to Star Wars lightsaber battles and stuff or how it works, but as a casual viewer, I thought the fight was cool. And then Anakin like he breaks the ground and Ahsoka falls. And we got she falls into this flashback, and it is a Clone Wars flashback. You see the ATTE in the back, the mech thing with the cannon. There's a clone right there on it. And as someone who is a fan of the Clone Wars series, I like that we're getting Clone Wars flashbacks. In fact, my favorite character in the Clone Wars and in all of Star Wars is Plo Koon. That's spelled P-L-O, there's a space, and then K-O-N. Sorry, K-O-O-N. And if you watch the Clone Wars, then you'll know exactly why he's my favorite character. And speaking of this area, Captain Rex, if you've seen in Clone Wars, you'll know who he is as well. I believe he was. Uh, another. Anyways, where was I? The neighbors. Not, I don't really know what the neighbors are doing, but they're being a little noisy. And I'm just like, what is going on with the neighbors? That is what the interruptions were. Uh, so we see Captain Rex in the distance, and I like how we see Captain Rex. And uh, well, yeah, I was saying, if you've seen the Clone Wars, then you know who Captain Rex is. And in regards to the same scene, let me show you guys like a better look at the outfit. So that is Anakin's Clone Wars outfit, I believe. But I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I saw the Clone Wars. Did he really have a red shirt underneath, or was it a black shirt? Or did he wear a black shirt for some of the time, but majority of the time it's red? It's been so long since I saw the Clone Wars, so let me know. Actually, I'll just look it up some later, see what exactly the color was of Anakin's suit. And we get this interesting point, and this is exact scene where a little Ahsoka, uh, yeah, little Ahsoka, she says, "Is this all I have? Is this all I will have to teach my Padawan how to fight?" And that actually is an important factor in Ahsoka's journey in the Clone Wars, because there's a line in Clone Wars where she says, uh, "We are taught to be keepers of the peace, but all I've been since I was a Padawan is a soldier," or some quote like that, because it was a big thing where the Jedi were supposed to be all about peace, but the thing is, the entire time during the Clone Wars, all we see is like one battle after another, and that's actually what Ahsoka like goes through, and that's what we see Ahsoka go through. It's one battle after another, to the point where she basically was a soldier. And we return back to the, I don't know what that area is called. Oh no, sorry, not that point. We're still in a flashback. We get like the Darth Vader zoom in. See the lightsaber right there. Maybe that's hard to see in the distance. I'll zoom in further for you guys. That's the lightsaber. So we get that, and going back, we get back to the actual planet, and he says, Carson says, pressing our fuel reserves. Now, do these X-wing actually use fuel? Like, I thought these were like futuristic ships that run on some form of electricity, or like some crystal that gives them like electricity. Because I don't know, the lightsabers powered by kyber crystals. Like, isn't that what powers the lightsabers? So I thought they would have something similar like that. I didn't actually know that they actually rely on like jet fuel or like oil or something. So we get back to the actual scene, in regards to the well, actually no, this is a next battle, another battle, because I think this skipped to a different point in the Clone Wars series. So this is the Siege of Mandalore. I forget if this was, no, yeah, the Siege of Mandalore was during the Clone Wars. And if you remember back in Book of Boba Fett, there was a mention of Night of a Thousand Tears. The Night of a Thousand Tears happens like sometime after Anakin became Darth Vader, like after Order 66. While the Siege of Mandalore happened during the Clone Wars, which was before Order 66. Well, the ending of the Clone Wars series was Order 66. Uh, Speaking of the battle, so there you go. This is Captain Rex, and we see Captain Rex a close up. Where was it? Yeah, so it's the Boba Fett actor underneath. Well, not underneath, but the voice is, and I'm actually fine with it, I guess. Like, I was hoping it would be the same voice actor that did Captain Rex in the Clone Wars cartoon. I see a lot of people saying, I've seen a lot of comments, like, across the internet saying that, like, the CGI needs to be improved here, that it's not as good as they want it. This is not CGI. Like, this scene, and, like, I think also even the clone troopers we saw in the background all throughout the episode, um, they're not CGI. Like, they made a Captain Rex suit, and really that's what you're looking at. Let's actually, like, zoom in. That's not CGI. Like, the outfit, the armor might not have been like the quality for like multiple appearances, but like this is real. This is no CGI or anything. Like, this is actually there's a person legit wearing a Captain Rex suit right at that moment. So we get the next scene. Little Ahsoka mentions exactly what I was saying, the siege of Mandalore, and that's why he's like before that he's like, I don't remember this battle, and she's like, we departed ways, and that does happen in the Clone Wars series. Uh, where was I? Yeah, so let's continue. So we get that moment where the lightsaber turns red, and this will lead us back to that wherever that one place was. What's it even called? And we get the transition of Anakin going to Darth Vader, then Anakin, then Darth Vader again. We're back to present day Ahsoka. And where was that? So that fight happens, and eventually Ahsoka is rescued. Now, I don't know, like, how much of this is like practical, like set, like if this is actually a set made, and this is all CGI. This probably is a practical set, and that's probably like a green screen. But the main thing I want to talk about is I like the shot, the X-wing in like hovering with the light shining down. That is cool. I like I like everything that's going on here. It's interesting because you say quality for like a Disney Plus show. It's like, oh, probably like movie quality. But then again, I haven't not seen a lot of Star Wars movies. So like Ahsoka's rescued and stuff, and we've seen Ahsoka use this trick many times where she listens to the ground. So I don't really have much thoughts on that. Uh, so yeah, this scene hinted to what happens later, where the ship goes into the wheel and they travel. In regards to Ahsoka's suit here, uh, it's alright. Like like a 7.5 out of 10 outfit wise, or maybe or maybe it's because this image is like a far away shot. But I still prefer the blue outfit from a few episodes ago. And uh, we get to like one of the final scenes. Carson's telling him about what happened. And it's funny, the lady, he's like, fine, I'll tell you, but you're not really gonna believe it. So a whole bunch of this stuff happened regarding whales. Ahsoka's gonna use the whale to travel, find Ezra, Shock Throne, and a bunch of other stuff. And the lady who's in the ship is probably just like so damn confused. And he's just like casually saying it because he's like, at this point, I'm just gonna believe like everything is possible because I've seen so much stuff at this point. So that's all I have in regards to episode 5. Now let's go to. So we're now on episode 6. And in regards to episodes, episode 6, Soko mentions she could have ended this no throne, no war. And Hugh Yang responds with, and no Ezra. So I think, so Hugh Yang like understood exactly why that choice would be possible. I don't know if it's because he's got like robot processing or it was like processing at the same speed as a human, and human is aware of like emotion. Not sure exactly, but that's what happens there. Now let's talk about the Sabine stuff. So they took her armor away, but like let me zoom in at a right spot so it doesn't seem weird. So they kept the boots on obviously because they don't want to bother with that. But why are her knee pads still on? Like I can understand the boots. They're like probably just not gonna have her walk around in socks, or maybe she didn't have socks on. But I don't understand the knee pad thing because we don't even see like the hands on the arms at all. Like they took everything but the knee pads. I'm not sure why. Like, or maybe I'm just looking into it too much. So when we get to the planet, so this reminds me of like Jupiter, Saturn, except that this honestly looks like it's almost like a combination of the moon and the Earth. And we'll get into like the very next topic of what this is. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, like here you think it's just like a ring like the usual planets. It's not. Dead hyperspace whales. Yeah, those are whale bones and stuff. Hopefully, Twitch does not run the stream because of that. But yeah, those are. That is the entire ring, actually. There's no gas that creates the ring. Like, this is really the gravitational pull of the planet. It's all these. This is really what it's composed of, and that is scary. Like, imagine coming to a planet and you're like, wait a minute. The ring on this planet is that. Uh, let's see. Yeah, in regards to the villain lady, she says that the ancient ancestors of our whole planet like used to live here, and we know we've seen those ladies in the Clone Wars, and the Clone Wars is like in the main Star Wars galaxy. Does that like when we back during Mandalorian season 3 when Omega was on stream, he showed us a map of the Star Wars galaxy and he said everything that happened in the Star Wars is all in this one galaxy. But now we're finding out that no, this galaxy is actually like the original where Star Wars started, and then it transitioned to the main galaxy we know. And I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to analyze that or what Star Wars content might answer the questions I have. Um, so the next scene. Oh, yeah. So you saw the wheel situation, and actually, let me go back to that. Like normally, I don't go back to things, but we know Ahsoka's coming on a whale, and apparently, this is the one area where whales go to. Yeah, what you see there. So does that mean Ahsoka actually does not have a way to go back? Like we know Sabine does not have a way to go back. And Thrawn's gonna be in the gonna go to the main galaxy. Thrawn, the big villain. Yeah. So that is gonna create a problem in the upcoming episodes. So I mentioned the Clone Wars. You see, there's characters like this, and I don't have much to say in regards to that. Uh, yeah, this planet has wolf-like creatures, which uh, okay, I guess there's not really, there probably isn't a lot of living life on the planet. Probably mostly just creatures. And we see this Roman. Like I think this is like a based off the Roman outfit. But I mean, it's not a surprise that there's Roman aspects because if you remember medieval medieval style outfits, that was the Inquisitor guy, um, the old guy, and the Padawan of the old guy. That was the medieval aspect. We got a World War II aspect, and that was the space fight that we had a few episodes ago, where I mentioned how it's super ship versus like the three tiny planes and how that was like a World War II style. Uh, we got this Roman guy in the image. We had a World War II German, and that was these soldiers that we saw when they originally came to that one planet with the red trees and stuff. The gas mask and the like seeing the visor that just doesn't separate the what's this, like Cyclops style visor. So it seems like this series has a lot of historical references, and I don't know if there has been like any other historical references. Um, then let's go into like another point that I had. Well, that's one weird looking wolf-like creature, and that was what you saw earlier. This scene right here, of course, villains are always up to something evil. There never is any good thing to do. Because, well, that's just how villains are. And they're like, oh, yeah, we like helped to find Ezra, but now we're gonna take care of the situation. And I'm just like, yeah, predictable. All right. Uh, um, Speaking of to add on to the references earlier, so like earlier medieval German, Roman enemies, uh, we get like a like samurai reference. Because if you think about it, these outfits are like very samurai based. This portion here, uh, and like this portion here as well. So no, I don't know about the horns, but like, so we get Sam. So in total, we have medieval, German, Roman, uh, samurai. So I don't know. I'll, I'll like note down that this is all the. Oh, we. Oh, sorry. The World War II, like fighter jet fight that we had. So we had the World War II fighter jet fight. We had medieval outfits. We had German outfits. We had Roman outfits. We have samurai outfits. In the next final two episodes of the season, we probably would get more references. And if I am not able to tell what it is a reference to, but you do, then tell me in the comment section, like down below or in the stream chat, what is an actual reference to. And before we move on to Armor Core 6, because I did say we're gonna go through that, we get to an Ezra scene where he's like, oh, I can't wait to go home. But the thing is, there isn't exactly a way to get home right now. I discussed the whale situation earlier, and Sabine, how Sabine doesn't also have a way to get back home. So Ezra is going to be devastated because he has been waiting years to go home. I feel bad for the guy. Like, imagine wanting to go home and then you find out it's like false hope, like in a way. So, it looks like what are we going on? 31 minutes. All right, so give me a few minutes. I'm gonna get our car 6 shot up on screen. A few minutes to set that up. Almost set up. The game is starting. Yeah, as soon as it's started up and fully ready, I will do the screen here. You should see Armor Core 6 opening up. Let me know how the audio is. Like, do I need to increase the audio so you guys can hear the gameplay more? How much should I increase it? Because obviously, like, I don't want it to increase it so much that you can't hear my voice. I want to find like the right balance. So let me know in the comment section down below. I don't know why. Okay, hold up. Yeah, so we've got the Bandai Namco. Yeah, I am using Steam to play this. Uh, I see that. And I'm not gonna click hide on that. I don't think they'll actually cover too much. So I won't click hide on it. Continue. Alright, so yeah, if you want to, actually, I'm still working on the mech, so I'll probably, like, when we are further into the game, I'll show you, like, the mech when it looks better. Well, you can actually see it right there. So what we're gonna do is nest, right? Custom match. Search for rooms. Uh, well, actually, I've never actually played like any 1 versus 1 or 1 versus 3. So I'm gonna be completely new to this. I've not watched any videos, so I guess this is gonna be funny to see me screw up on it. So let's quick search. So we're searching for a versus room. Alright. Locked, 7 minutes, winners rotate. Locked, booster rotates. Winner. I guess I'll click that one. Hold up. Alright, what does it say? Versus room alpha, it's already ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Alright, so we're waiting for one person. Alright, match will commence shortly. Well, here we go. This is. What is this actually? Matches found team. Is it like a 3v2? Is that what's going on? Because it says 5 people, right? I forgot to check. Is it 5 people, not including me, which means it's 3 versus 3? Well, I'm new to this, so let's see how it goes. All right. Screen is okay. All right. So let's see. Squad Alpha. Okay, that's the enemies. If you have higher up gear, so I'm probably gonna lose quick. And yeah, we'll just, I don't know, we'll probably do like 3 matches, unless this has like 3 rounds. Alright, using the hover mode. That's the enemies, right? I think that's the enemies. Man, and this game is better markers. Can you tell where the enemies are? Alright. Okay, so the enemies are M10, Z. Is there a setting that allows me to figure out like who's actually the enemy? Yeah, I'm terrible at this, but I'm sure you guys are like laughing at how terrible I am at this, and I'm fine with that. Yeah, probably gonna have to watch a bunch of videos on this. After this match, yeah, yeah, there's probably one more. I don't not feel like going into 3. Wait, a communication error and match cancelled. What? Yeah, I can tell with 0 points because, yeah. Okay. Because here's the part shop of the parts available. So I'll try to get this one. I actually could get that one if I wanted to. You got this. Stun between this melee. Plus buckler, plus shield and stuff. Alright. So yeah, that was some Armored Core 6 gameplay. Now I know I usually stream for like at least an hour, but it's clear I need to watch some videos, to get better at Arena. So we'll try next time to like try to get better at it. That way you guys can have like a more entertaining. more entertaining experience in regards to Armor Core 6, and like if Arena ends up being something that's not very good in regards to how I'm still only like in begin. I haven't even started chapter 3 yet of the game because like I finished chapter 2 so I can unlock Arena. So yeah, we might just go through some missions, and if I get stuck on a boss, I'll watch some videos. Probably like pause the stream while watching the videos, and then deal with the boss match, and just like go through the campaign if Arena just is not working out. But really, that's all I have. So if you watch this live, thank you. If you are watching this when it gets uploaded to YouTube, thank you. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, depending on where you live.